What's going on, guys? Today we got a 2011 GMC Sierra 1500. It's coming back in here for some more repairs. We've had it in here for a radiator and water pump replacement, but we noticed while we were doing this, the oil cooler lines are starting to leak here at the lines and at the gasket, and I'm gonna give you a look at that. We're gonna get that replaced today, so I'm gonna show you what we got going on. Alright, guys, so here at the radiator, you'll see the two oil cooler lines where they come in and feed in to this side of the radiator here. You got the top one and the bottom, your inlet and outlet. And if you look straight down here, let's see if I can get you zoomed in. If you look right down here, you'll see the oil cooler line. It's starting to leak pretty good. Also underneath at the gasket, there's a leak there, and I'll show you that as well. But let me go ahead and get you set up here, and we'll start taking this apart from the top and then work our way down to the bottom. Alright, so right here directly at the radiator, first thing we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and get these clips removed. What we'll do is we'll just go directly underneath the clip there to pop it loose and get it out of the way. Alright, so what you're going to do is go right underneath here and just pull up. It's helpful to have two hands to do this. So once you got it pulled up, you can just go ahead and stick the pick in here, and then we'll pull it out the rest of the way. Don't want to lose these. And you can definitely get new ones at the parts store or anything, but we'll probably end up reusing these. Alright. We'll go ahead and set those off to the side. We're going to do the exact same thing for our bottom line down here. Let me go ahead and get that one off, and then we'll move on to the next step. Alright, guys, once we got those clips out here, we're going to go ahead and take the pry bar, and we're just going to follow the lines down here. So follow these lines down, and we're just going to go ahead and pry right here to get this clip off of the fan. So just like that, pry it out of the way. We'll get it off, and then we'll be good to go ahead and pull these lines out of the radiator here. So a little bit of a pull and it'll come right out. The same thing for the bottom here. Just kind of wiggle it. Alright, and you'll see we're free here. So let's go ahead and go get this jacked up, and we'll go underneath the vehicle. Alright, guys, so once you get up underneath the vehicle here, you're going to follow the lines down to the right above to where the oil filter is here. There's two 10mm bolts we're going to take loose. We'll get those out of the way, and then we should be able to pry up on these lines to get those free. Let me go ahead and set you down and get these loose. Alright, so we got one out. We're going to go ahead and get the other one out. Make sure you got you a catch pan under here. You are going to lose some oil for sure. Get your bolts set to the side. Alright, just kind of let that drain here for a minute. Next thing we're going to work on is just getting these lines free. Alright, so if you follow the lines back just a little bit, let's see if I can get you in here. Right here where they're mounted at this bracket. Right there at that bracket, there's a 13mm bolt. We're going to go ahead and remove that. And then these lines should be free enough to slip on out. So let's get that loose. Let this oil drain the rest of the way here, then we'll get this line set out of the way. Work on getting the gasket surface cleaned up here. Ready to install our new gasket with our lines. Let's go ahead and pull this out. Alright, so once it's all undone from the bottom, we'll go ahead and slip it out through the top. You might be able to fish it out through the bottom there. I just found it easier to kind of get it out through the top side here. But that's going to be your oil cooler assembly hose. We're going to wait on our new parts to get here and make sure it all matches up right, and if so, we'll get it installed. Alright guys, we got our new line set here. It looks pretty good. Looks like all of it's going to match up fine. Come with new hardware and a new gasket for it as well. Let's go ahead and get underneath here, get this installed. Alright guys, so once you're underneath here, you got your gasket surface cleaned up. Gonna get a rag, a little brake cleaner on there, wipe it off. The only thing we're going to do differently going back together, I like to go ahead and just take our new line set and feed it down underneath here and get our lines going to the radiator pushed up through the front. So where I took it out from the top side, I like to put it back in from the bottom. So go ahead and feed it through there, and then like I said, I'll just run these new lines directly to the radiator from the bottom here. Alright, once you've got them fed through the top, we'll go ahead and get our line set started here. Make sure your gasket gets set into place. I'm going to run these down, get this cleaned up. Alright, get those run in. We'll look up torque specs for those. Get them torqued down. Let's get this wiped off here. Alright, and we'll go ahead and move back on to getting the bracket reinstalled here. That was with that 13mm bolt. So let's go ahead and get that one going. And if you can see right there, I know it's a little dark, guys, but right there. So get it started back in. We'll get that one tightened down. All right, and that one's all snug down there. So the only other thing we need to do is go ahead and get the two bolts over here torqued down. So we'll go and get those torqued down real quick and get this cleaned up, and then I'll take you back to the top and show you how to put those lines back in the radiator. Alright, so get it snapped back in just like that. We'll go and get the bottom one in real quick. Alright, once they're in, all you have to do is go ahead and get your lines here. Just like so. And we're just going to gently push those directly until they go past the clip. And just like that, that's installed. Go ahead and slide our little plastic cover here for the clip. Pop it on. And we're done. We'll go ahead and do the same for the bottom. So go ahead and grab your line. Try to get in there good and straight. Twist it in. And that's it. It's locked into place. Alright, the last thing that we're going to need to do is go ahead and take our clip off of our old line that held these lines up to the fan right here. And once we get those installed, that's it. That completes it. So let's go ahead and get those off real fast. Alright, so we went ahead and got our clip off here. We'll go ahead and get this snapped back into its home. Alright, and that's it. You are done. Other than that, top your oil off. Clean up any oil spills that may have happened while replacing it. And start it up. Check for any leaks. If that's it, then you're finished. Thanks for watching.